is normally used for MPs and ministers to remind them to be honorable. That's why I don't accept honorable. That's why I started life as a people's teacher at Ahmadiyya Secondary School. And everybody is who he is because of a teacher. And that's why we have to look after our teachers very well, pay them well. I think Canada has set the example that one of the best teaching jobs, one of the best jobs you can have is being a teacher. Here, we tend to underpay our teachers. But with you, as a listening president, and I was happy when they were coming, they said, well, let's go and talk to the president. I said, with this president, if he tells you he's going to do something, he will do it. Somebody told them he was going to give them 10,000 houses. They got 0. And I told him, this is a listening president. And Mr. President, as I've told you before, of the 35, 36 million Ghanaians alive, you are the only one who can reset Ghana for us. And I've been talking to the other people on the other side when I put on my political hat, that all of us have to make sure democracy works and support you. Because if you fail us, this is a historic opportunity for Ghana to get on the right path. You are the right person. You don't need the voters. You don't need your party. Do the best for Ghana and leave a legacy for us.
We took over, confronted with several issues, but we were under no illusion what the problems of Ghana were. And so we came prepared to make the sacrifices to tackle any challenges that we were facing. One of the major issues was the issue of democracy and governance. We've been practicing this democracy since 1992. And in 1992, when we adopted the Constitution, there was a lot of excitement. There was people were happy that finally we were leaving the turbulence of unconstitutional rule and coming into a democracy. And we all believe that the dividends of democracy will see transformation in our lives and prosperity. Several years on, if you looked at most of the opinion polls that were run, especially Afrobarometer, it was clear from those polls that the confidence of our people in our governance and democracy was waning. And indeed, in one of the surveys they did, there was a very good, significant majority of people, up from previously, who were prepared to go back to military dictatorship as a preferred option to democratic governance. And so during the campaign, one of the things I said was that this probably is our last opportunity to restore the faith of our people in democratic governance, and that if we don't get it right this time, I'm sure that something untoward could happen, either civil unrest, and civil unrest is even worse than a military coup, because when the people lose faith and they decide to make the country ungovernable, it can be a worse option. And so we came with no illusions what the people of Ghana wanted us to do, and we have started doing that to restore confidence in our governance and democracy. And that's why I set up the National Constitutional Review Committee to look at the 1992 Constitution again and bring all the source documents from Professor Mills's committee, the Fiajo Committee, and then the Chairman Sabonsu, one which President Nana Akufo-Addo put together, including the white paper that was issued on the Fiajo Committee and the recommendations of the Constitutional Review Implementation Committee, to bring all together and do one more validation to see what our people expect to see in their constitution in order that it becomes a living document for us.